Thank you all for coming today. Appreciate it. Just wanted to give you an update on where we are with the shooting case on Mohawk Street. I'll start out by spelling my last name as we always do, Kitzerow. First name Frank. I'm the police chief here in Jupiter. With me I have Major Chris Smith, commander of the Criminal Investigations Bureau, and Detective Sergeant Michael Lilienfeld. Let me start out with, as a result of the search warrant for the shooting scene at 1005 Mohawk Street and the investigation to this point, the resident of the house at 1005 Mohawk Street, Charles Vorpagel, 27-year-old male, was taken into custody earlier today by the FBI on federal firearms-related charges. I am not at liberty at this time to discuss the particulars surrounding this arrest, since it was made by the FBI. Please contact the FBI or the United States Attorney's Office for any inquiries you may have into this arrest. In addition, the Jupiter Police Department investigation into this homicide case continues. As you know, the processing of the crime scene has been completed and the scene has been released, meaning we are no longer there on the scene collecting evidence. Extra patrols will be taking place in the Jupiter River Estates neighborhood where the shooting occurred, now the scene has been cleared. The investigators are actively pursuing leads and investigating the incident. However, there is no new information other than what I've already provided to you that we can release without risk of compromising our investigation or the future prosecution of this case. Please contact the Jupiter Police Department or Crime Stoppers if you have any information regarding this case. And now that the scene has been released, updates to the media will occur when releasable information becomes available. While we understand the public's concern, it is imperative we only release information when we can be certain that doing so will not in any way jeopardize successful conclusion and prosecution of this case. I assure you, if any information impacting the safety of the public becomes known, it will be released immediately. To the members of the Jupiter community, I would like to reiterate that this was not a random act of violence, and we are continuing to keep the safety of the public as our first priority, and I'm confident that this case will close. With that, I'll take whatever questions you have.
So Vorpagel is in federal custody right now?
I'm sorry?
Vorpagel is in federal custody?
He is.
On the firearms charges?
Correct, federal firearms charges.
What was the nature of his injury, Chief? His father said that he was injured.
I'm not prepared to release that. That's a medical condition.
Can you comment on the existence of more than one suspect in this case?
I can comment on just what we've been able to release, and we've not been naming any suspects to this point in time, and we're continuing the investigation. We do have person of interest.
Persons of interest?
Hi, Chief. We've learned that there was a fifth person injured by this gunfire, and we're told by his family that he's in critical condition in an ICU right now. Can you say anything more about how he factors into this?
I'm not sure who you are referring to. I can tell you we have the three victims that were there at the scene, the resident who was arrested earlier today, and then the other shooting victim that we discussed yesterday. That's all I have.
Well, I just want to be very clear, Chief. Initially, we thought there were only four. And today we learned that there was a fifth.
Now, that's 5 people involved in the case, not all victims, 5 people involved in the case. Those are the people that we have been speaking about.
Is this fifth person who remains in the hospital tonight a suspect?
We have not been able to speak with him yet. That is the person that I talked about yesterday and said we have not been able to speak with. We are anxious to speak with him. However, his medical condition is not allowing us to do so.
Are you concerned, Chief, that other suspects or persons of interest may be at large and possibly in danger?
We are exploring every lead that comes our way. Again, I will say to you what I said before. If there's any information that comes my way that would lead me to believe that the community is in jeopardy, I'm going to release it right away.
Will you comment about what ATF was doing on the scene yesterday, and can you confirm that weapons were recovered from the home?
Well, we are collaborating, obviously, with all of our partners at the federal and local levels as well. And based on my first information relating to the fact that the FBI has made an arrest on federal firearms charges, would lead you to understand why we have people there processing the crime scene with us. As a matter of fact, I said yesterday, the day before yesterday, that I was hopeful that we would be off that crime scene yesterday, and we remained for a longer period of time, in large part due to being able to accommodate the requests of our federal partners.
What was in the suspicious package that you later determined was not a danger?
In terms of that suspicious package, there was some things in there that I'm not at liberty to say what exactly, but it caused concern because there was a potential that it might have been an explosive device. That package was checked and secured, and it was determined that it was not a danger at that point in time.
Was it like a box? Was it an envelope? Wires coming out?
Well, I'm not prepared to describe exactly what it was, other than to say it presented a potential danger at that time.
Can you comment on drug involvement in the case?
I cannot.
Thank you all.
Thank you.